back to the Elite Division then. And a match that I imagine Viking Cop may recognise. Time for the Desperados. I don't know if Viking Cop's here, so I'll carry on. This is the first ZFL meeting between the Desperados and the Quicks after the Imperial Nobility team were promoted last season. Both teams won their opening match, with the Desperados defeating Defiant 1-0, while the Quicks won 2-1 against the White Peak Red Squigs. The Quicks earned the most SPP of any Elite Division team in the opening match of the season. The Desperados were third highest with 16 SPP. The Desperados completed 3 passes against Vinscore Defiant, which was the highest of any Elite Division team, although, as I'm sure Viking Cop will confirm, many of these were completed when the match was effectively over as a contest.
I think these were done when the match was completely under control.
The Quicks committed 8 fouls in their opening game against the Red Squigs, which is equal to 2/3 of their entire foul total last season. So that does suggest something of a change in approach from new head coach Klaus von Meckenbaum.
Well, it happens that having a sneaky git roster in your team, invites you to foul more often and also more safely.
Indeed. Couldn't have put it better myself. All right, so both these teams are on 3 points after their first game. If we have a winner, one of them will be the only team to keep pace with the Celtics after 2 games. We've only got the Mavericks and the Royals to come after this, and both of those teams drew their first game. So there's a chance for one of these teams to match the Celtics on 6 points. Unless it's a heavy win, they'll be second in the table because the Celtics touchdown difference is phenomenal. But all things considered, it'll probably be a draw. First home game for the Bilbali Desperados in the Elite Division. And the first time we'll see them on this channel, because their first game... That's not true. We did see the Howitzer Cup game against the Skitsburg Steelers, where they came from 2-0 down to win 3-2 in overtime.
Yeah, the Desperados like to fight. They are not scared of jumping into a brawl. Although this time they are facing lads that are one head taller than them. But they have clear instructions to do the job, to put the boot in, and to remove these lizards from the pitch.
Daggett Backstabber and Klaus von Meckenbaum on the sidelines there, and as Incesticide says, the Desperados might have one eye on their next game, where they face the Espenon Enchanters in what will be the Imperial Nobility Derby.
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you for that.
A ZFL record 15,000 fans in the stadium. Obviously, that might not be that many, because there's slightly different numbers that go into these things. But the Quicks do indeed win the toss. All right, everyone, it's time for our favourite subgenre of Zord commentary, which is pronounce the Basque names. Oh, good lord. Iñaki Berezuarte?
Bereziartua. Iñaki
Bereziartua. Yeah, okay, well, the first one was bad. He's on the line with Arizmendi and Garamendi. And then we have Kepe Martinez and the Guruzeta brothers, Julen and the other one, Ibai. Unai Alonso is the easiest by some distance. Mikel Martin. Choriburu is the not quite a blitzer, but he's a bit of a blitzer. He's the experimental extra blitzer. Ike Legathby and Azie Lerari and Andoni Elizalde. And then there's 2 more on the bench. Coldo Berenguer and Danny Echebarrieta.
Okay, you're getting better. That's good.
Ish. Lizard names to do next. Here are the Quetza Quicks with Borat Latix, the Croxigar, Slanter. That's a lot easier, isn't it? Phalatrix is the pile driver Tacklesaurus. Kupalas Tekka has guard. Volvoexy is probably the star player. Although thankfully there's no Skaven around today, so he's not scared. Naysanjuk is block guard, and then there's the rookie Crespa Talipo as well. We have one dirty player skink in Vauxhall Corsa and one sneaky git in El Rasco, which leans into what Viking Cop was saying around the Quicks being much more inclined to foul this season. There's a high kick. And the ball going right to the backfield where we tried to put Chatu Cool under it. First block of the game is an armor break and a stun. And a 1 from Borat Ladix. If you drink every time he boneheads, take a drink. And that is a double skull from the Quetza Quicks. What a textbook Quicks turn that was.
That's an excellent opening for the Quicks from the point of view of the Desperados. But the ball is pretty much safe in the backfield. Let's see what the Desperados have in mind for this. They are going to blitz the rookie Crespa Tulipo down.
Might be a chance for a foul there. Of course, there's a route through here because the Croxigar is boneheaded. So there might be an angle to dodge through past the skink. There's going to be a foul from Larari on Tulipo, and that is a stun. Now it's going to be Mika Legaspi who's going to dodge through and fail. Why did he go that way, I wonder? Why not this way?
Croc's too big, probably.
Did we not spot that the Crocs was boneheaded?
Yeah, the Crocs was boneheaded because he went through the Crocs, but he chose the wrong direction.
Well, it happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Okay. Slanter makes the blitz and gets another double skull. What is going on? There's a 1 in 9. Well, when we've got block and the opponent doesn't, it's fine. Dirty player gone. Borat Latix finds a casualty. And a serious one on Bereziartua. I don't have to say it anymore.
Seriously injured, and what had started like a promising game for the Desperados has flipped over, has turned completely, and they are now completely in the backfield.
Yeah, this is...
The Quicks got the ball and got it completely protected by a wall of meat and stand firm.
Oh, there's a nice power on the
finds the knockdown, but fails to break armor. Skink armor too strong, apparently. Desperados armor not that strong.
Potential foul here.
Foul probably. Foul is not even open armor. And one they push from Gurucheta, from Julen, follows up. That's not follow up, actually.
I like how the Gurucheta brothers have got matching masks. Did their mum get them then for Christmas or what?
Yeah, I mean, this is the trademark. Elizalde is going to get hit. Sanjuk does not find the knockdown. He's going to follow him to allow for another block from Kupal Azteca. Does not find the knockdown.
Potential for another foul here on Legaspi. And that's from the sneaky gate.
It's another stun.
The Quicks are managing the situation, I would say, fairly well here.
Yeah, they have the number advantage right now. And the position is not good for the Desperados, who are going to try and go skink hunting. They find another knockdown. And again, no break. Yeah, the Desperados are kind of running out of powder.
There's a foul. And the referee is going to call it off the field. That was... We've got a bribe in pocket. Okay, so we are not going to use the bribe.
I think Backstaba was giving instructions that he's saving the bribe for his specialist dirty player.
Okay. Who is knocked out.
Who is KO'd. Larauri is KO'd. Was removed in the first block of the second turn of the Quicks. So the Desperados have 3 players down already. It's turn 4.
Oh, dead!
Ooh.
That's the blitzer. Ike Legaspi, his legs all over the place. The Apo is going to save him. No, it's dead. Apo dead.
Oh, Legaspi is gone.
And it was
Absolute
the serious
disaster.
injury. What did it? It was a 14 on both rolls. What happened to his feet? Let's go back and find out what happened to his feet. He seemed fine that time. Ike Legaspi is dead.
Why do I have to see this yet again? Legaspi is gone. That's very unfortunate. So the Desperados, who are the imperial team who had a lower degree of development, they have lost their best player.
Oh, that's a 1 in 9.
Round 2.
To be fair, the Quicks have rolled their usual share of 1 in 9s here.
Indeed, but they have managed to remove 4 players in the process. So it's not bad rolling 1 in 9s if you get these numbers. Desperados trying to fight back. I'm not sure exactly how.
Sometimes Imperial Nobility are going to Imperial Nobility. Knockdown there on Salanta, and there's going to be a foul from Arizmendi, who is the wrestle lineman on the Croxigot, and that's a stun. The Desperados down 4 players on this drive. And Gurutzeta doing his job. Standing on the wall, but stand firm.
It's a good bodyguard. Survived the first 3 die. Goes down in the second. And the ball is free to move forwards. And considering that all the Desperados are kind of locked in a wall of strength 4 block and stand firm, it's not going to be an easy shot on the ball in there.
There's an early pout on Slanter. That does free up a couple of players. So we're now going to see the blitz on the dirty player Skink, and Mikel Martin, the I'm not really a blitzer, finds the armor break and finds the knockout.
We needed this blitzer to get the job done. And the ball is based.
Well,
So the
Desperados
Desperados
doing
are
the
trying
best.
to put up a fight. And Adoni coming into assistance of Gurutzeta, but Unai Alonso stands firm.
Yeah, that's very useful. That'll force the dodge.
Arizmendi is, on the other hand, down.
That was a 1 in
a
9.
good skill. And the ball goes through easily.
There goes Chatu Cool. We're doing that Skink thing where we eventually just run for it.
And Julian Gurutzeta produces an indirect removal using tackle.
Nicely done. That's Gio Catalo who's gone. Tackle not really working when he comes to blocking Skinks, but, you know, at the very least we got something out of that. Both down is much better.
These Kings are really resistant to blocks, not so resistant to... Oh, there's a one skull. Use the reroll.
I think we're attempting to get back and force the early score here.
It's Mikel Choriburu who is doing basically everything.
It's a good thing you had that 3 blitzer roster, eh?
Right, 3 blitzers better than 2 blitzers. Now 2 blitzers better than no blitzers.
Oh, another one's gone.
Ooh.
That's Kepa Martinez this time on the seriously hurt. So it's an MNG, but it's not any worse than that. And that is another 1 in 9 against the wrestle piece. There's the score. The Quicks lead. And what's been a very violent first half. Chatu Cool with his 2nd score of the season. And it's a long way back for the Desperados from here, isn't it? They are going to be outnumbered and then some.
Well, at least the KO comes back. That means that they are going to be like only 3 players down.
So yeah, the Quicks at 10. The Desperados at a mere 9. Yes, 9. Okay, so that's not terrible, other than the fact that Lizards are a much better team. But that's fine. Perfect passing. You get 2 SBP for a pass. If you are the Quetza Quicks. That's a shame. Early knockdown from Mikel Martin once again. And Danny Echebarrieta gets the knockdown on Velatrix. This gives us the opportunity to try and take down Boret Latix with Ibai Gurutzeta. Armor break. And a stun. Nice hit. We'd have liked more than a push there, but a push isn't a disaster by any stretch. Because we can get players through into scoring range. No, we can't get players through into scoring range. We do not believe in scoring. We believe in fouling instead. And the referee, I'm afraid to say, does not. There goes the bribe.
The greedy ref wanted the bribe. Here
and
the passing
down
play.
goes Caldo Berenguer.
Caldo Berenguer was trying to make a passing play, the Imperial already passing the new meta of the ZFL, but he fails to make the rush and also breaks armor, meaning that there will be no pass next turn.
Oh, there's a 1 in 9 from the Quetza Quicks. Would you believe it?
But the Quetza Quicks have rerolls. And they
Useful
put it in
KO.
good use to remove Jure Gurutzeta.
That's the only tackle, and there's going to be a foul as well from the sneaky git, and that is a casualty as well. For no send-off. Arismendi's gone. Well, what a turn that is for the Quicks. Just a random turn, a couple of hits, 1 foul. And it goes from bad to worse for the Desperados, who are coming a bit unstuck. 1-0 half-time.
The Desperados are going to have 6 players less for this drive, which is not a promising prospect. But they have their instructions that they will have to follow.
Here comes the kick. Brilliant coaching gives a reroll to neither team, and the ball goes into the crowd. So we get to hand that off to our thrower. Oh, there's a big hit. Was that Mikel Martin again?
It's always Mikel Martin doing all the job.
Why is this lineman, who I made to be a blitzer, so much better than all of the blitzers?
Because he believes in himself. Or something.
Well, that is something, anyway. It was the worst Saurus. It was Crespa Talipo, who kind of collects injuries, to be honest. Here goes Anthony Elizalde. He was going to be a scoring threat. And Caldo Berenguer moves up towards under the screen. That's a nice one-die knockdown as well from Ibai Gurutzeta on the
Gurutzeta brothers doing all the job today. For most of it.
Yeah, this is the problem for the Desperados. That first turn looked all right, but then this turn happens where the Quicks get to have a go, and then all of a sudden the situation looks a lot more grim.
Yeah, the Quicks are not an easy matchup for the Desperados. The Desperados being Imperial Nobility can fight back against Lizards, but they need guard. They need the classic guard that's one they push on Kupal Azteca from Ibai Gurucheta.
Oh, this is about to get
and
spicy.
There may be a play. It's a one-day block from Mikel Martin, pushing the Crocs away.
Martin's going to have to go for this.
Changing sides.
Oh, we need the dodge. We get the dodge. We're going to make a pass to Mikel Martin. We're going to fail the pass. We're going to get the pass to Mikel Martin. And it's
Mikel
a running pass.
Running pass because we can, and Mikel Martin, a true blitzer.
And now we're going to try and dodge through with Unai Alonso, and he makes it. Okay, well, it's not super safe, but it's kind of safe. The Saurus, at the very least, are screened off. Except that one. And probably this one. We knock him over.
This needs a knockdown because push is not going to be enough. You stand firm. You know,
there's the POW.
It doesn't work if you get the POW.
Yeah, and an armor break for good measure. Here comes the sack attempt from Kupal Azteca under Mikel Martin. Doesn't get him. Gonna use the reroll. Doesn't get him.
Mikel Martin bringing the team on his shoulders.
And he has fend, but he's now not in scoring range, which is a bit of a problem. If only he was an actual blitzer.
I've heard that he may be trying to get faster.
So what on earth can the Desperados do from here? Well, Mikel Martin can go it alone, it seems. Choriburu is heading forward on his own. I think all we can really do is try to base as many Saurus with stand firm as we possibly can. Here comes Elizalde to make something of a screen, and Caldo Berenguer gets the dodge as well, and this might have to do for the Desperados. I mean, it's desperate Desperados, to say the least.
It's desperate time indeed.
The only problem is that the thrower doesn't have stand firm. So we can't do the same job as Ibai Gurutzeta here.
The Gurutzeta brothers are playing a hell of a game today.
The push is good enough on the thrower, and that opens up Kupal Azteca's second shot at this. Can he get the sack this time? The Saurus, no, still no. Takes the push. Can Mikel Martin get this done? No pile driver, had the option. Through comes the Skink to make life even more difficult. The Quicks putting up the best defence they possibly can, but there's every chance for Mikel Martin to get this done.
Lechevarita goes down to Borplatix. Borplatix. Wait, that name. The Desperados start standing up some players, some of the few players they have remaining, moving them forwards in support of Martin. It's because everybody trusts Choriburu now to do his thing.
Can Choriburu get it done? There's a dodge blitz from Berenguer. The thrower makes
finds the knockdown.
The knockdown. Can Mikel Martin make the dodge? No, he can't. He's down.
No, it's a blitzer, but it's a 4+ dodge with no dodge.
He would have failed it anyway.
No
rerolls
remaining.
He rolled a 2.
Yeah. The Desperados needed to burn the reroll in the first play, in which they changed sides. But this was kind of the big chance for them to score. Now it remains to be seen if the Quicks can pick the ball up and consolidate.
Well, it needs a failure like that.
Pascal. Look at
like that doubles. Another 1 in 81 from a Saurus. This is much more textbook Quicks, but Chatu Cool has the ball and is moving forward. And this might well be last chance saloon now for the Bilbali Desperados. There's going to be a foul indeed on Gurutzeta. Referee's going to call that. And off, finally, for the Desperados' sake, goes El Rasco. There's a line to hit the ball here. This might not be all done. It might rely on Unai Alonso. No, we're going to go a different route. Oh, we're going to fail the rush, and Anthony Elizalde knocks himself out. I think there was a route here for it. Would have been no, that would have been a 3+ dodge through for Alonso for a sack attempt on the ball. But I think that's going to be that.
Yeah, not having enough rerolls, actually not having rerolls meant that any failure was the end of the turn for the Desperados. And now they are in a very tight position because, yeah, I mean, they are outmanned in numbers, out-strengthened, and there are going to be some more removals. Mikel Martin is going out of the pitch.
Yeah, he's going to get surfed
You
here.
have to talk with the crowd. Remember, no Apo.
Oh, he's okay. He's okay. It's a KO, but he's okay. And a 3 dice from Slanter. Doesn't get it done, but we can give the Crocs a goal. An opportunity for a 3 dice of his own on Danny Echevarrieta. The 2 SBP Crocs a goal can do no more. And for the 1 dice there with Echevarrieta.
Ah, that was a misclick, sorry.
That's okay. And Caldo makes the first dodge.
Fails the second and breaks armor. This is Imperial Nobility at their best.
So the Quicks are going to win this game and are going to be on 6 points out of 6 from their opening 2 games against the 2 newly promoted sides, it must be said. Their 2 games have been against the Red Squigs and the Desperados. So we've not actually seen the Quicks play against a team that they played against last season, as that is another injury, this time from the tackle pile driver Saurus Valatrix. And that's a score. Quicks go 2-0 up. And that'll be that, I think.
There are 2 more turns remaining because the Quicks decided not to stall. Why would they? And this is the ZFL after all.
It's a ZFL. We don't stall on the ZFL. The fans will get angry. That is not a good looking sideline, is it, for Bilbali?
It's a 6-man offense against an almost full Lizard team. They're missing one of the Sauruses, the rookie one, but they still have guard, stand firm, stand for. I mean, this is an nightmare for an Imperial Nobility team.
It's just one of these things, right? This happens to Noble teams sometimes when you don't have Magic Montgomery on the roster. Not every team has that luxury, right? And sometimes this happens. Here comes a tackle hit.
It's good. Tackle good skill. Does not break armor. So there's going to be a foul in action there.
Well, here we go.
Onto the skink. Breaks armor this time. Good. Produces a stun. It's very disappointing. And Koldeberger fails the pickup. No rerolls. The passing play is not good.
Is there a chance for 3-0 here? It's turn 15. There is a chance for 3-0 here. No rerolls for the Quicks, but they can get some skinks forwards to threaten an extra score. Oh, in fact, they don't want to, it seems. Okay. We want to take out that dirty player instead.
Larrauri goes out to yet another break. Every time he gets hit, he gets his armor broken. That's amazing.
Yeah, not ideal.
Second time he's removed. No, suboptimal.
Oh, there's a bonehead for the Croxagor. Oh, big old saw and pile driver. Ah, we're getting that on the action replay.
So the knockdown already broke armor. Or not. It was a pile driver who made it.
From the top rope.
And there's going to be another passing play. Look at the pass.
Oh, he's dropped it. Hey, into his hands.
It's a good pass.
Yeah, that counts.
No, it's PP. Yeah, Koldeberger has been trying like hell. Finally, he produced something close to a pass, so I will count it as a pass for the effort.
Look, he had the spirit. There is a Sora scoring threat. But we would have to sack the ball and pick it up and score ourselves as Quetza Quicks. More armor breaks for the Desperados, and we're going to try it with Quetza Quicks. Here we go. Doesn't get the sack. This one's going to end 2-0. Oh, and another bonehead, just for the record, for Borat Latics, if you're playing the Borat Latics drinking game. There's another one. 2-0 to the Quetza Quicks. Rough game.
You tell me. Yeah, it went downhill really, really early in the game. The Desperados were 4 players down by turn 5 in the first half. Also losing their best player, Blitzer, Iker, Azkarra, Legaspi, to a dead Apu. That is the second time Backstabber gets a dead Apu dead. First time with the Rangers. With already nice piece, also Blood's catcher, who was killed by the Mavericks in turn 1 after a perfect not that's a perfect defense, right? A solid defense that turned out to be a crumbling defense. And this time, yeah, it has been very uphill. They tried the scoring play, so I applaud them for that, but it did not work in the end. The lack of cohesion in this team, the short number of rerolls, and the lack of functional skills is going to make them suffer a little bit in the elite division.
Certainly in the early part of the season, yeah.
Yeah, so there is chance for development, there is chance for getting some results, and there is chance for a good brawl.
For the Quicks, 2 wins out of 2 under their new coach. Early days, though, to judge this as a new and improved Quicks side. They blew hot and cold last season, did the Quicks. Sort of 2 wins here, 2 losses there, that sort of thing. And they have only faced the newly promoted sides so far. So their next game is against the Royals, which may be a bit more of a test. We shall see. But they're not looking bad. Solid start.
No, it's a very solid start with 2 wins. The team has hoarded quite a nice amount of SPPs. Volchar Corsa now could even learn something like Sneaky Gate, and Sneaky Gate and Dirty Player, strong combination. The fouling game of the Quicks has been on point both games. They are not the team that we remember from last season. At least not right now.
Well, it is the Quetza Quicks. You're never far away from a death spiral. You just never know when that might be round the corner.